Steve, the projects you build are pretty impressive by every measure, including the dollar sign. I think the Wynn is a 2.7 billion with a B enterprise. And yet you've said a hotel is a hotel. You have to create an environment where people feel good about themselves and their environment, and that starts with the people who work for you. How do you make that happen?
Short answer. 我在说普通话很难说，我希望我的普通话会改善。What I just said, what I just said in Mandarin. What I just said in Mandarin is that I'm trying to learn how to speak Chinese. It's hard to learn, and I hope that over time my Mandarin gets better.
I noticed there was a dangling participle in there, I think.
And I did that, and I'm doing that because the only chance I've got is to be able to talk to my employees and share common, simple human values with them. And if I can't speak their language, how could I do that? If I can't walk up to them and say they're doing great, and I know it's hard and it's stressful and I'm proud of you, then I have no chance. It's easy in Las Vegas, you know, we are speaking the same language. You know, Sumner said he looks for character, and of course that is the most important thing, but how do you do that in an interview with strangers when you're hiring 10,000 people and interviewing 100,000 to get them? You look for personality, and then over a period of time, you meet and you get to know each other, and people relate in business, in the workplace, to the same things they relate to privately at home. Kindness, consideration, those simple things. Every time we have, in human resources, every time we have a complicated idea, we can't get it out of the conference room, let alone penetrate a large organization. Simple gets the money. Simple gets the job. And so we concentrate on very, very simple family things, things that Terry's just said.
Would you,
in Mandarin or in English?
Well, yeah, possibly this answer is best done in English. But,
I've exhausted my vocabulary.
If you could just tell, if you could tell the audience, and I'm curious to hear what Terry and Sumner say about it, this last thing you did for with 100 employees, because when I say put meat on the bones, I think for me this is pretty striking.
We have an Employee of the Month program, as many companies do, and Employee of the Year. And we always try to surprise our people. This has been going on for the 30-odd years I've been doing this. And last year, I had occasion at a charity auction, fantasy auction, to buy a week on a cruise ship that has 100 suites. I think you call it the Sea Dream? Yeah, right. And I had this week to support Alzheimer's. And what we did is we took all of our employees in the month and the nominees and their department heads. We took them on a shopping trip because they came from different economic backgrounds to make sure they had the right clothing, the right cruise wear. Then we chartered an MD-87, a DC-9 sort of, and flew them to St. Thomas, and they got on the ship, and they had the cruise, you know, around to St. Bart's and that sort of thing. And they came home on the charter jet. And this is a viral thing. They told everybody what a wonderful time they had. Now that's a wonderful elitist thing to do. And you know, it was great to do it. We gave the money to charity, so I had the ship anyway. But the heart and soul of the human capital business can't be centered around an elitist program because it doesn't touch enough people. Before we came in here, I said that the greatest challenge that I thought any man or woman in a management position in any institution, political, religious, educational, or commercial, is to find a way to make people feel good about themselves doing their everyday job. To get sort of an instant gratification from doing a right thing, whether there was a boss there or not. If they were alone, one person, one employee in my company with one single customer, unobserved by anybody else, can change the future history of the institution. That's a phenomenal thing for them to understand. If they know they have that power, if we could communicate that simple idea to them, then we have a chance of really moving the needle, you know?